And, oh man, we didn't even get it on the screen. Let's try this again. I rolled the same thing but different and still not on screen, or at least half on screen. I rolled a 6 both times though. All right. Bam. And we're back, sort of, after my week's vacation, which doesn't really affect y'all because, this was the last time I saw you. So your schedule hasn't been messed up, but mine, man, I'm vacationed, I'm tan, got a lot of little drunk all weekend.
That alcohol is starting to stabilize.
It was great. Got to fly the Falcon. It was amazing. Anyway.
You left me behind.
Yeah. I love Danny behind too, if that makes you feel any better.
I should have gone over and seen her while you were
Hey. Good thing nobody's watching yet.
We watching it later, though.
Son of a gun. All right, so because I was, this is my first day back from vacation, I'm super lazy today, so let's just keep working on defenders that we've already started with, and we've got primed. So we'll finish up some Luke Cage tonight. We'll start by continuing where we left off on his shirt, and then when we get him done, we'll work on some Immortal Iron Fist, of which I really have no idea what that's supposed to look like. Lots of skin. I think he's also in some yellow, but we'll see. And then he has a dragon. So, yeah. In fact, let me make a new tab, bring it to my screen, since my phone's already about to die and I didn't bring a charger. Immortal Iron Fist. Boom. Some people, he's in black. All right, let's see what he looks like he's sort of from the show. He's wearing a lot of black and a lot of things. But I think we're just going to go... Oh, there's a picture of him kicking Wolverine in the gut. That's mean. Wolverine's going to be mad. What the heck color are his pants? Is he wearing green? I don't want to ask how to do the cosplay. Is his pants green?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's green and yellow?
Green and yellow in that picture.
Yeah. So he's Mountain Dew. Nice. So we got green pants, yellow sash, yellow mask with some black eyeliner. And, of course, we got his dragon tattoo. And then I guess we can figure out what we want to do with his ki, his chi, whatever this dragon punch is, straight out of Mortal Kombat. All right. But first, let's finish up some Luke Cage. We don't have much longer before he's done, but we do want to finish up his shirt. So
eat that.
He's good. Brushes taste good. I don't know what you're saying.
Freaking pain eater.
Yeah.
Greg's on his way up there. I'm gonna chill for a minute.
Okay. Hey, Billy.
Hi. What's that?
I know.
Free drink?
Yeah.
Is there any more of that?
And what's its AC?
He's got something.
I'm just saying, after my weekend, anytime I see a drink like that, I'm like,
This is from the nutrition corner place.
oh, okay. Because I was
so we're the free donuts.
nice.
Okay, so if
There's still some up there.
it's from the nutrition,
I will. I will come up there in about an hour and 10 minutes.
unless it's been doctored.
It's been doctored.
Oh, it has been doctored.
All right. Anyway, that was a interesting aside. All right. So we're going to keep working on his shirt, which, if you remember, we painted Averland Sunset. Then we washed Earthshade to get some depth to it. And now we're going back with the Averland Sunset and lightening up the high parts so that, you can see the wrinkles and the pulls. And we don't have much left. I mean, we've got under his arms and looks like around his waist. I may attempt to lighten up his spine a little bit because that's awfully dark running through there. So let's see. His jeans look pretty good. we're gonna have to get the belt loops and the top over the belt. Get that back blue. Then we got to silver his belt buckle and his bracers. Do another layer of skin and wash it. Paint his goatee in. Paint some eyes. Finish his base, and good old Mr. Cage is done. So, since we're here, let's go ahead and start down here.
The Creative Corner Nutrition, like 2 doors down from here, is open. Y'all need to go hit that one.
You want strawberry or pineapple? We brought you 2 choose.
Okay, well, hold on. I've got. I prefer a strawberry, but
I drink out of this. It's
all right. So let me do it. And what are these?
They're donuts.
Look at these little donuts, y'all. Hold on.
And now you can do your first food review on
Do a
stream.
first food review. All right. So, all right. I get both?
Yeah, you're getting both.
whichever
Oh.
one you want.
Did you want the strawberry, Jimmy?
No, I don't like strawberries.
Oh,
And I already have one.
And I
Okay.
tried the pineapple, but it's got kind of a peach aftertaste.
that's great.
But yeah,
That strawberry drink is like biting into a strawberry.
but
Okay.
it is amazing.
So for all of this, so we have a new shop down the here. Tell you what, here's free advertising. Creative Corner Nutrition. I still don't understand the scissors, but whatever. They got smoothies, drinks, and it looks like look
They
at
have
these.
tweaked their hours for us.
They have tweaked their
where
hours
they
for
start
us.
Opening back up at 4 and they're open 4 to 6:30 since they know that's like our window.
Okay.
And they made a drink for us.
Them-
The gamer.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Loaded with caffeine.
Is it green?
I don't know.
All right, so we got little donut. Look at these little donuts. I'm not gonna lie, those don't look nutritious. That's chocolate. They look really good. We're gonna try one. All right, and then we got some drinks. Here's a man. That is strawberry. Let's see. Oh wow, that is definitely strawberry. That is definitely strawberry. Okay, we're gonna set this over here. Let's taste our little chocolate because you mean chocolate chips, right? Holy crap! Not bad. Not bad little donut. Okay, so there you go, guys. New snack options and drink options when you come to G&G. Creative Corner Nutrition. There's some info on them. Very cool. That was a nice little surprise for me. All right, but we're gonna set this to the side for now because I want to get Peyton. I just started. Have a little more of the strawberry drink though. Tasty, tasty. Okay, so let's bring Luke back out. Get our Everland Sunset back open and ready. Okay. Where were we? We were starting down here. That was an interesting break in our normally scheduled program, which hadn't even really started yet. But and again, I was sorry I'm late again this week, y'all. Apparently, the construction near my house is causing a detour to go basically up my street. And it took 7 cycles for me to get through the red light that I normally can just wait and go. So it took forever to get here today. So anyway, let's keep working on this. See if we can get some of the color in this gap here. Sort of fill that in like we did above. Leave some of that shadow. That looks nice. All right. There we go. We did fill in that gap a little bit. Since we're here, let's go ahead and finish the back here.
It's like walking down a dark alley.
The comments of the people playing 40K do in no way, shape, or form reflect Gamers and Geeks or the painting stream.
You start to like it.
Daniel, you're making me throw disclaimers on my stream.
I'm sorry.
I was like, the views reflected in the games behind us are in no way reflective of Gamers and Geeks nor the stream. Yikes. All right. Let's see if we can fill in this gap a little. There we go. All right, now I kind of want to lighten up his spine. So to do that, I want to thin out our Everland a little bit. And just sort of get in there a little bit. Just like that. There we go. Lined it up a little bit. And still keep some of the shade. All right. Let's get this last little bit over his belt buckle. There we go. All right. I think I'm happy with this shirt. We definitely got some shade in it now. Yeah. All right. So let's close up our Everland. Get a little sip of the strawberries. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and pull out our Cantor Blue and carefully fix the jeans. Okay, I'm going to first get very little on the brush and concentrate on the blue above the belt here. which is definitely prevalent back here.
At that point, playing mind games with the enemy. At that point, you just have to like play it where like, what if your opponent also plays your army and do everything you want to do in the game? You just spend the whole game trying to counter it.
That was a little too much. So
Like, if I was
let's
gonna play myself,
get our tip better.
I'm pretty sure I would do what he does, just target an entire squad of warriors with this thing.
Why would I do that? That's also why especially all my army list.
All right, and let's get the belt loops. This can use a little bit more paint on your brush because you have a bit wider area to knock out. Here we have a little bit of the yellow peeking through, so let's make sure we get that taken care of. There we go. Now, we are going to have to highlight this some way to make it look like it matches the rest of the gene. So we're going to have to be careful with that. There we go. All right. So we're going to let that dry for a little bit. While we're doing that, let's get our Night Quester flesh, which is right here on top. This is going to be our final highlight of his skin tone. And now, if you remember, this is the one I used as the scars on Killmonger. But on this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wash it afterwards to deepen it all back up. So we're just trying to get some nice highlights. I'm going to try to blend this down so it's not abrupt. All right. Hey, Greg.
What's up, Eddie? How was your vacation?
It was good. It was very good. Squee. Okay. Gotta put that somewhere secret and safe. Thank you.
You have your deck with you?
I did not bring my deck with me tonight. It's still packed. We took them
That's fair. No.
and then ended up actually not doing anything because we were having too much fun at the pool in the park. So
That's a good thing.
yeah. And by the time we would do it, like we would get back to the room and it would be the time for it. We all just crashed.
Right. No,
So yeah. But good trip. Good trip. I'll tell you some stories.
yeah.
So
I use this as an excuse to come out for dinner. If anybody shows up, Barry said he might show up.
I know Will was here.
Yeah, he
He's-
was.
He said he was going to stick around until I thought you got here. He said you were on your way.
Yeah, he was up at the front counter, and then I bumped hands with him and put myself down and went up there, and he was gone.
I don't think he brought anything with him. He didn't know. I told him we need to get him into the Discord, Facebook group,
Yeah.
so he knows. But I think he was just waiting to say hey.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
How's the donuts from the new place?
pretty good. You're welcome to have one.
I'm gonna try.
All right, so we've got him highlighted. Let's get our. I don't want Earthshade. I want
No,
Flesh Shade.
You've got to do.
I have a do, but I also have that.
That's what you got the coffee.
Oh no, that was because I drank that too fast or something.
There's one.
Oh, okay. All right, so we've highlighted his skin up. Let's see if we can
That's softer than I expected.
blend it all together.
Blevins is not all that great at cheating. Well, he usually cheats himself and like overcounts wounds and removes model density and removes. Forgets he has any ones that they were. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice. I think hopefully that'll even his skin back out.
We're not big color speed. So
Yeah. So I have Earphone Girl.
All right. So we're gonna let that dry for a little bit. And while we're letting that dry, let's pull out our lead belcher and carefully. I think we're gonna use a normal brush for this. We don't need a super good brush though. But let's still get a similar sized brush. And let's go ahead and get his. So we're just gonna do a faux dry brush.
No, she does it based off of your heart.
There we go. Just like that, and
I have not been yet.
all of these cards are from.
No.
all right. Sorry, we had to talk smack about the new My Hero card game. I didn't figure out. I wanted to hear my lame attempts at talking smack. So we're just going to very carefully smooth it out so it makes sense. All right, so we got bracers and his belt buckle. Now let's go ahead and wash that off. We will go ahead and get our dry brush for this. We don't need a good dry brush. Let's get this rebar real quick, or not steel beam that he's just crunching as he steps on it. All right, so done with his silver, his lead belcher. We need our Baharoff blue. There it is right there. It's almost like when I cleaned all this up the other day. It was where it needed to be used today. So I want to very carefully. Normally, so with the jean we dry brushed. On this, we're going to do like we do with the. I'm just going to do a little. Just going to do a little top highlighting. I'm not going to worry about the bit above his belt. We're just going to worry about the belt loops. All right. We're going to do that. And then we will go ahead and have to give that a wash. And we're going to be really careful because I don't want to go on top of the browns. That being said, pull out Scrag Brown. We're going to highlight this leather really quick. Hey, Brian. Hey, Mini Scribbler. How are y'all doing? I just looked up and there was 2 comments out of nowhere. I'm doing well. All right, so looks like skin's almost dry. So let's go ahead and just do some quick leather lining, really. For once, I don't have to make this a deep, dark, ominous leather. It can just be almost raw leather. How are y'all doing? Did y'all have a good week? All right, let's go ahead and there we go. I mean, simple. Do I want to have? Yeah, why not? All right, so we're gonna get our other dry brush. No, I don't want to use our good dry brush for that. So let's see if we can dry the older dry brush we just used off real quick. All right.
Yeah, the first episode was pretty weird. The anime sold me there, like after a while.
All right. So let's go ahead and get our grace here. Let's go ahead and knock out the base real quick because I don't want to use my good dry brush because dry brushing the flat part of the base is really going to splay the bristles out, and I don't want to do that to a pretty new dry brush. And plus, I got way too much paint on this. Ugh. The brush might have been a little wet, but we'll be all right. I'm making a big old mess. But I got it done quick. All right. Hey, Silver. Thanks. All right. So I need that away from that. We're going to put this somewhere safe. Take another sip of our drink. And get our Draconoff Nightshade. And we're going to carefully, I'm going to get my super tight brush for this one. We're going to go back over our belt buckles, or belt loops, I should say. Ooh.
Here's how far back.
All righty. That done. We need some Abaddon Black. And this is going to be tough first. Let's go ahead and get his eyes sockets like that. And let's carefully see if we can do this.
So depends on who you ask, because they'll say that super's not canon. Super's not canon stuff. Yeah, those are my super hates.
So my wife just got new glasses. I was gonna go, but ended up having something else to do. But I cannot wait for my appointment because I feel like I didn't have enough light for that. Let's see how it looks. There we go. Got a nice little goatee. All right, close that up. Actually, while we have it open, or we can open it real quick. How did that get on my finger? May as well clean up the base.
Bad thing is, there's a possibility that as we get on your book, you lose control. It's like only keep for thousands of years. I own this for millions. I already have an idea.
Those will take less time.
All right, and last little bit up here. Let's check the sides. Catch a little bit of that. Yo, I need to remember tomorrow to bring my dang paint handles. I forget every time. It would make some of this so much easier. All right, so we're done with that on for a little bit. He's kind of smirking like Vegeta. All right, now I need my white scar.
A lot of people are guys on Twitter and stuff like that. That idea.
All right, so obviously that right side that you can see is a little big. So we're gonna take not Night Quester, but Blood Reaver, which is the mid-tone. And let's see if we can even that out a little bit. There we go. Man. That camera's a little more unforgiving than real life. Maybe my eyes are just that bad. Let's try this a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Still seems. Hold on. I don't understand what's happening. There we go. That's a little bit better. I suppose I should figure out what that's going to be tonight, huh? I haven't even had a chance to look at what was entered for October. So it is November. I kind of want it to be. I think we're going to call it Geeksgiving, like we do here at G&G every Thanksgiving. And the model must have some sort of food on it somewhere. I think that's what it's going to be. Because I know there's D&D minis that have like steaks and ham hocks. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. That's not the official one yet. All right, so we're going to seal them. I think we're done. Like that does lend itself to the undead stuff a little easier because they usually have like severed heads or something on their belts or something. I don't know. What's a good theme for November? All right, so get out of those crevices. Trying to pull up. All right, Luke Cage is donezo. All right, we got about 30 minutes left of part one. I've been away for a week, so I actually have to work for the hour in between. So that'll be super awesome. Although some of y'all will appreciate it because part of that's going to be making the GW order. All right. So now we got good old Luke Cage. Luke Cage, not Luke Cage. Oh my gosh. Iron Fist. I don't know. I always thought he was weird, so I never paid attention. You know what we could do? You know what? Let's have fun with him for a minute, okay? I have an idea. Let's get our Grace here. Let's get a bigger brush. And let's go ham. In fact, let's go ham with the whole thing. Let's go easy on this guy, huh? Maybe we can get him done in a half an hour and then I can figure out a different defender to work on next session. I don't know, somebody in red. If I'd thought this through or thought about it beforehand, I may have just primed him in Gray Seer, but it's okay. And we are just slathering this on, making sure it doesn't pool. You know what I mean? You don't want it on thick. You just want a coat. I think it's okay, actually, if you leave a little of the shadow of the black coming through. That'll maybe shade the contrast even more. You know, I did all this. I didn't even check to see if I brought my Gilliman flush. Here's hoping. I think the texture they put on this Dragon Punch would actually lend itself, if we choose the right color, it would lend itself to contrast paints very well. Hey, Trevor. I just said hey.
Oh. What's up? Just the way you said that made me think like you actually.
No.
These are pretty good.
Yeah. Have some.
I'm going to.
I had one. I let Greg have one. I had a lot to eat before I left, so.
Well, as long as you were in traffic, you had a full meal.
Jeez. Killing me. I make sure definitely his sash and mask are definitely opaque because those are going to be yellow, and that we want that. I literally want that to go from black to yellow in 2 coats. That'd be really cool. You know what I mean? All right, it's a little bit poking up here. All right. And a little bit under here. And I think we're fairly coated. Just like that. And by just like that, I mean, you know, took 7 minutes and now he's so washed out you can't see him anymore. All right. So we've got, let's see if we can find some better pictures. He's got green pants, yellow. MCP. All right, here's a picture of how they painted him. I need that bigger, please. Come on. All right, I cannot tell. So yeah, he's green. Okay, he's got yellow boots, yellow sash, yellow mask, and I guess it's actual fire. Let's go back. Dragon punch. So that one has it white. It's fire. Okay. So that's going to make this interesting. All right. So, first thing we do is we got our Militarm green for his pants. There's orange we're going to want for some of that fire. Apothecary white for his wristbands, or at least to start. There's brown I don't need. Normal oil I don't need for now. Tester glow I absolutely don't need. Because that's green. Skeleton horde for bone. Purple, I don't need much purple. Where is Agor's Dunes, which would be a nice brown color? There it is. But of course, it didn't bring gilded flesh. Sweet white leather, Agor's Dunes. All right. Iron Fist. Huh? No, in fact, we just repainted all of him gray seer. We're going to contrast him. He seems like he's a good contrastable model. And we're going to check. Since we just finished Cage and spent way too much time on his shirt, we're going to see how this works. So, that being said, let's take this, get us a nice, good brush, but nothing too crazy. Drop a really good brush in the process. All right, so we're going to take this and let's start here. So when using contrast, you want to go the lighter colors first and then darker colors, because the darker colors will go over the lighter colors, no problem. If you want to go light over dark, you have to re-go back with gray seer or Wraithbone. Good grief.
We'll talk about what we're doing instead of all this stuff.
Here. All right, and while we're here, let's go ahead and get some boots. Thank you.
Yep.
Might have to go back and
Okay.
Iron Fist.
Nice.
Go back and touch up some gray sear on his boots.
Oh, I got the magnets.
Okay, awesome. Next Monday gonna be fun.
They almost got thrown out
Why?
because they were in this little bag, but the bag was wrapped in like a styrofoam block.
Oh yeah.
So we thought it was just shipping material for a second.
Oh no.
Then Caitlin saw the sticker.
Did you go to K&J?
Huh?
Did you go to K&J Magnetics?
Amazon.
Gotcha.
Just this.
A broken, like what we thought was possible theft of a dragon.
Hmm.
The wings are there somewhere.
They're right here.
Somebody looks like they tried and got stopped mid. I want a dragon. All right, and then we got a mask. So let's go ahead and just. I love any end in yellow. It is such a voodoo magic yellow. Let's go ahead and get all of it because we can go back over with the black and get his eye holes and the black around the eye holes. There. All right, and now, since this is going to be regular fire, let's go ahead and do all of the dragon.
I didn't do anything. I was over there being a pervert.
It's just your teamwork laughing. Honestly, it's a walking off with my friend.
All of that shit inside being cool.
Like I swear, Iron in Yellow is one of my favorite contrast paints. Because as you've seen, yellow can sometimes be a pain. But if you want to go a super easy peasy route, just contrast it. Because as you can see, it's a pretty good yellow. And you get shade in it. It may be a little tad dark for some things, but for others, it's perfect.
I just almost and then I'm calling up mucus for days. I think that's what I and it's still cold.
All right, let's make sure we get all of it, the gray covered, all the gray sear. All righty. Looks like we do have it all covered up. Well, except for this here. Let's go ahead and. All right. So we're going to let that dry for a little bit. Oh, while we're doing that, we're going to transfer our straw from the strawberry drink to the pineapple one they brought us. I'd rather have strawberry, but I'm not going to say no to pineapple, especially if there's a peach aftertaste. Oh, that's lovely. That's like straight up pineapple juice is what it tastes like. All right. So let's go ahead and he just handed it to me. There it is. Let's give our Gilliman flesh a nice shake. Well, hold on. So which one's darker, right? Gilliman flesh or Militarum green? I think they're pretty equal. So that's good to hear, Silver. All right, let's pop this out. Let's get our brush. And now we want to be a little bit more careful than we were last time. I really don't want to go over the yellow, right? So let's, which looks like it's fairly dry. So we're going to come back over here. Stay off his wraps. Now that is a sort of a dark skin tone, but not like, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not, it's Caucasian, but it's really brown, but not African American or black brown. I don't know what to call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a base coat, and then we'll use our other things to lighten it up. Awesome. Well, I will refrain from asking who it is until you get confirmation. Don't want to jinx that bad boy. Here's where we're going to be careful around the yellow.
Well, so if you said,
I mean, staying with pure Gilliman flesh in a pinch is fine. I just think it's actually too much of a contrast between the lights and the darks. I'm gonna hopefully blend it back out till with some of our normal paints. He's got some hair sticking out there. Good for him. Run that along the belt. Run that along. All right. We're going to close up our Gilliman. Ring. You know what? We'll use Agoros Dunes for his hair. But let's go ahead and Militarum Green. She's great. She was happy to see us, happy to see her grandkids. You know, just puttering around down in Florida. All right. Another sip of this pineapple. let's do some pants now. Again, we want to be careful not hit yellow or the skin, which doesn't touch the skin, so unless we really mess up, we don't have to worry about that. All right, so we got basic colors on them. It's contrast, so it's got some weird pooling. But I mean, he could be done. But no. No. All right, last thing I want to do, and then we'll... Oh, come on. There's a big, giant, great... How do I even miss that? On the top of his thigh. Y'all didn't point that out? Come on, y'all. All right. Throw this back on here. There we go. Of course, I think that's going to pool into the yellow now, but again, we're gonna have to do something to smooth that out. All right. All right. Now, let's have a little fun with the fire and use our Griffhound orange and go over some of the yellow, make it try to flow a little bit. We are gonna end it at 6:30 like normal, even though I started late, and I apologize. But that new detour, they're working on Ziegler, and they run the detour right past my house, which means trying to get here is now ridiculous. All right, so let's run. You know what? Let's run the main as if it's a little not as hot. And if it goes over a little bit, that's okay, because fire just sort of flows, right? Miles with an M? Not, not,
My names are like, no.
not like with a T. I'd run 5 tiles. Yep. Done. All right, so let's keep hitting this main. Again, it doesn't have to be amazing. We're just trying stuff, right? Let's go ahead and get under here where we missed the first time. There. I mean, it's just gives it some fire. It's cool. It's very cool silver. All right. I guess the last thing we could do real quick is let's throw the apothecary white onto the wraps. Just that way, the whole thing has some technical paint on it. We're gonna want to smooth this out, and I'm trying to. The only problem I can think of is getting the right green to smooth out those legs. I'll have to do some research. I can definitely smooth out the. We might do this with contrast and then dry brush. Let's see. Ooh, let's see how that works. Just try a different technique. I don't know that I'll ever actually play him, so I don't care if he's. I mean, I want him to not look stupid next to the rest of the ones I painted, but he doesn't have to be amazing. We're painting him because he's a defender. So we're going to get some apothecary white on here. What this basically is going to do is give us some shadow for when we actually paint the rest of the wraps white. There and there. All right, we're going to call him Dunzo for now for this this part, since we're about a minute away from taking our hour break. So I appreciate y'all being with me. Quick recap: we got base colors down on our Immortal Iron Fist. It was all contrast, so he's a little muddy right now. Hopefully we'll get him fixed in part 2. I'm also going to prepare another mini just in case, because hopefully he won't take very long. But mainly in our first part tonight, we finished up Mr. Cage. Ooh, it's a nice look. So got him finished up. He looks ready to wreck some faces, and that makes it 6:30. So y'all have a good break. I will see you back here at 7:30. I gotta go work when I'm at work. It's really not fair, if I'm honest. But anyway, I will see you back at 7:30. Y'all have a good break. Bye.